You've probably wondered if those old seed packets are still good. The seeds, if they could still sprout in the garden, are the ones you left at the back of a drawer. Well, here's a method to check if the seeds are still good to plant. The germination power of a seed has the potential to range anywhere from 1 year to 10 years, or even more, depending on the species, such as for some species. And when you get a packet of seeds, you should always check the bottom of the packet, or the top, depending on the brand and the variety. The germination power is a date written at the bottom of the packet. Interestingly, this germination power can be exceeded. If it says, for example, 2020, and you're in 2021, you might still be able to get those seeds to sprout, but with a reduced germination power. Instead of having 75 to 90% of seeds that will sprout, you'll only have about 50%. For that, we're going to do a test now. But before we do our tests, know that to properly store a seed, need to seal the packet well. So I use a paper clip. I apply the paper clip by folding the packet. Depending on the packets and the bags, it's especially important to seal it in a well-closed, airtight container to keep insects out, but also a container that won't trap moisture. This same box will be carefully and securely placed in a cool, dark place for storage. To safely carry out my germination tests in a germinator, here I have mini pots, labeled from 1 to 50, which corresponds to 50 seed packets or 50 varieties for testing and analysis, ensuring thorough examination and detailed observation. And in each cell, I'm going to plant a few seeds. I'll count them. I'll even write them down, number them with my tube, number with a pencil. Number 1, there you go. These are radishes. I put in 5 seeds, and so on until the end. I'm going to put this same tray with all the seeds inside in a warm place now, and we'll wait a few days to see if these seeds sprout or not. Well, here's what we get after 15 days, 3 weeks. So there are seeds that will start to sprout after 4 or 5 days, like radishes, since I've planted radishes. Others will take 10 days and some 15 days. So it's not a big deal, because those same seeds, the first ones to sprout, will have too much heat. But the main thing is to succeed and see which plant has sprouted. I have a few examples. For example, I have some carrots at the end. I had 3 species left, 3 varieties, one of which didn't sprout. The Prestos sprouted well, the Tam Tams did too, but the Touchons didn't sprout. So the packet of Touchons, I'll set it aside. So there's a little trick regarding all of this. Often there are leftover seeds and it's a bit heartbreaking. What can we possibly do with these leftover seeds? So what I suggest is that I gather all these seeds, put them in the same bag, and by a stroke of luck, I'll plant them in a garden, in garden squares, in a flower bed. With a bit of luck, there are a few seeds that sprout, and by a stroke of luck, we might end up with flowers or vegetables we weren't expecting.